My name is Lynn and I'm coming to you from Cardiff in Wales in the UK, and this is a podcast primarily about knitting, crochet, sometimes dyeing, sometimes spinning, but always a fibre-based podcast. So, I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me today. If you are a new viewer, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back, as always. I hope you've got a drink, I hope you've got a project, so that I can blather on and you are occupied somewhat. So yes, this episode, I'm looking over to a very unruly pile on my right-hand side. This episode will be entitled Frog, Marry, Throw Off a Cliff. And I think it is, I'm going to have a look at some project bags. And this episode really is inspired because I was doing a bit of spring cleaning and I picked up a couple of old project bags, and I looked inside and it was like a lucky dip. If I'm honest, I had no recollection of the yarn or the project. So, and then I started to look around the house in those kind of the corners where we discreetly place our projects, and we discover that when you have a little look around, there's quite a few. And I do not live in a big house, but I've managed to squirrel away quite a few projects, it seems. So today I will be looking at those project bags that I found, and I can assure you I have absolutely no idea what is in any of those bags. I say that, I think I know what's in this one here because I can just about see through the top and I have a vague recollection of what it might be. But for all the others, no, not a clue. So it feels a bit like a confessional, this actually. I have several knitting friends, two of my closest knitting friends, Calon and Tracy, who you will have met on previous episodes. They don't work like this, it seems. Carol is very good if she's not finishing up or contributing to a project, if she's lost her mojo for a project, she'll just rip it back there and then. She's very harsh like that. Tracy is usually, she will choose a project, get the yarn for a project, start the project, finish the project, done and dusted, on to the next thing. Oh, I'm not like that at all, evidently, by this mountain of shenanigans next to me. So yes, if you will indulge me in going through these project bags, I hope somebody else is the same. Please let me know that I'm not on my own in this nonsense. Yeah, so we'll have a little look through. I may have to kind of keep stopping and starting the recording because I would like to know what some of those projects are. So I may need to kind of have a little bit of a Sherlock Holmes moment and investigate through my Ravelry library what they might have been. So that at least if I do decide that I will marry them and pick it back up and carry on, that I know the pattern. If I decide to frog it, there we go. That will be yarn that is reused for another project that will end up in another project bag. And then if I decide to throw it off a cliff, I think that is going to be because I didn't like the yarn, I didn't like the project, and I'm not going to reuse the yarn. It's the wrong colour or the wrong texture or something isn't right, and so I can just go, do you know what? I'm never going to use that yarn, so I may as well just donate it somewhere. So yeah, that's my plan. So yeah, let's dive in. First project, let's have a look at this one. This is in just a normal tote bag, a fully booked tote bag, which is quite hilarious because obviously I have been so very fully booked that I haven't been able to do this project. So this is, maybe you should see before me, I don't know what is in there. Oh, okay. I have an empty paper bag, clearly something that is needed. Oh no. Okay, so I have some fluff from the threshing barn, and I have, now this is intriguing, I have the Wonderwool Wales show directory from 2022. So clearly that is where I bought this in 2022. No doubt I took this bag with me and it has remained in the bag with the brochure since then. So there we go. That is a project waiting to happen. So will I donate that? No, because I absolutely want to get back into my spinning. So in a way, I'm going to marry that one and keep it in stash. I'll put it with the other fibres because maybe soon I will have to spin my way out of an apocalypse or something. I don't know, it'll inspire me to do something. So yes. Oh yeah, that's a bit rude. I should kind of have a look at the fibre, seeing as we're here. So it is the Threshing Barn. Oh, let me get my glasses. It's very lovely. It's called Drystonewall. It is a Corriedale Shetland tweed top, and it's 100 grams there. Very lovely, kind of, it sort of looks like, it's blends of browns and khakis. And if military khaki wear were a fibre, that's what it would look like, I think. If military khaki uniforms were hand spun and knitted, I think this is where they would start. That's what it looks like. So clearly I must be spinning up something for some sort of khaki outfit. I have no idea. Would I have chosen that in 2024? No, I don't think so. So I must have been in a strange autumnal phase in spring of 2022. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so onwards now. This is in a lovely Hide and Hammer bag that I bought a very long time ago. It's got some lovely trefoil badges and a Hide and Hammer badge on a Hide and Hammer bag. I don't know whether that's some sort of time continuum vortex that will combust because it's on. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So what is in here? Again, no real idea. What are we going to do with this one? Frog, marry, or throw off a cliff? Let's see. Maybe I'll inspire you to do the same. A frog, marry, throw off a cliff shenanigans. Okay. So this is a Noro. And what's this? What? Some sort of drops cloud that feels like a bit of a bulky weight. Yeah, chunky drops cloud, a single skein of that. I don't know why that is in there. What's this? A skein of Rauma in a green. Now I know I did a lovely chunky jumper in that one, so I don't know why one spare one is in here. Pencil, handy. But yeah, what's this then? So this is Noro. Oh, hang on, there might be a pattern here. That's always a good clue. Okay, open it. Excuse I, excuse I, excuse I. Oh gosh, that's been here for quite some time. Oh, okay. No recollection. Sorry for the crumpling. Let me fold it first. So this looks to be like a knitted little cami top. Out of some lovely Noro, what is it? Noro Seku cotton, wool, nylon and silk. And Noro used to be used a lot, didn't it? It used to be everywhere. Not so much anymore. I don't know if the company's gone into administration. I don't know the last time I saw some Noro in a shop. But yeah, they're really beautiful colours. And clearly I had decided that it would be a top. And seeing as there's nothing in there, like knitted up, I wonder whether I started it and the pattern was a bit of a no-go. Maybe. So what am I going to do with this lot? So I really like the yarn. I do love the colours. I do love the weight of it. It's almost like a lace weight. It kind of has that real thin and thick texture to it. So I think, yeah, I think maybe the project is a throw off a cliff. This will go back in stash because I really enjoyed knitting with this. This, I don't think so. I think that might go into a donations pile, which is over there. There we go. But yeah, I think I will probably reuse that Noro. And look, I can put my needles back. Oh, are you terrible for leaving project bags half done? When you've completed the project, do you just leave everything in there for ages? I'm awful. And then I think, where are those needles? And then end up buying some more. What are these? 3.5. I think I bought another set of 3.5s recently. Oh, good grief. So yes, I've got a notions pouch. It seems very full of shenanigans in there. Oh, good grief. Needles, cables. Oh, I need to have a stern word with myself. Right, so they can go back into storage, as it were. The yarn can go back into the yarn pile. The pattern, no, I think I must have started and given up halfway. Hardly halfway, probably. So no, I'm going to ditch the pattern. What else is here? Hang on to the pencil, obviously. And repurpose that project bag. Yay, look, I feel cleansed. There we go. Okay, that's one down. I'm going to have a sip of water. Oh gosh, I hope somebody else is the type of person that does this. I'm very fearful. Okay, so next, what have we got here? What? Okay, so I've got something there that's like orange. I'm not an orange person. What is it? It's quite long as well, whatever it was. Is it a sock or a leg warmer? I don't even know what the yarn is. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a Debbie Bliss Mia, so it's a wool cotton mix, which I'm currently doing a summer top in. I mean, seriously, what's that? Leg warmers? Possibly? No clue at all. So here we go. This is a good one. I'm definitely going to frog it. Absolutely no clue what these are. Socks? No. No, I doubt it. So I'm going to frog it. Will I hang on to the yarn? I really, really like the yarn. It's really nice to work with. But do I like orange? Do I wear orange? No. So I think I need to. I don't think I would even put it into a blanket really, because I'm orange isn't my colour palette. So I think I'm going to frog it. Oh my gosh, Carol, you'd be so proud of me. I'm going to frog it and throw the yarn off a cliff. But hang on to the needle, obviously. So look, I'm going to do it in front of you right now. Ooh. I bet you I'll get a message going, have you finished those orange leg warmers for me? From somebody random. I can't think. Why? What is going on? I don't know. So there we are. We rescued another needle, so I don't need to buy another one of those. I'm going to put that in the frog and throw off a cliff pile. Off we go. A new project bag, fresh, another cleansing. Okay, so a lovely Kate Davis bag. How are we doing for the battery? Not too bad. Lovely Kate Davis bag. I think I bought a hat kit that this came with from the Kate Davis stall in Edinburgh Yarn Festival the year before COVID, I think it was, or the last Edinburgh Yarn Festival in that old guise, not the new version. But yes, okay, so what's in here? So I have an empty bag. Okay, that's easy to throw off a cliff, really. But I have in here the remnants of the hat that I made from this Kate Davis kit, and it's called Miloriki Tweed, Miloriki Tweed, something like that. Again, a really, really lovely yarn for colour work. Is it gonna, not my fingers, no, it wants to come over here. Oh, forget it. Yes, Miloriki Tweed, really, really lovely Kate Davis yarn. I've done a couple of hats in it, but yes, so that needs to go back in stash, because that's the wonderful thing about colour work, isn't it, and fair art and that sort of thing, that it's good to have lots of bits and bobs of colours that you can throw together to make a hat or a hot water bottle cover, or, you know, there's some quite big pieces in there into the yoke of a sweater, that sort of thing. So I will definitely be hanging on to that yarn, so that can go in that pile. There we go. Are you still with me? Also, apologies for my hair. I don't know what my hair is doing today. It's an odd weather. It's a little bit sunny, quite warm, and then a bit rainy, so you're out for a shower and then it dries really quickly. Anyway, whatever. So yes, so this, another lovely bag that I can't remember who makes, that I remember, I think I bought this bag as well at Edinburgh Yarn Festival, that one, and I remember being like, that was the bag of the season, you know, I feel like Bridgerton. That was the bag of the season, but I can't even remember what it was now. Oh, it's awful, isn't it, that we need these things and then can't even remember. But a lovely set of badges on there, but it is a really handy project bag, and it also has some compartments inside which are lovely. So this, I don't remember what it's called. I think it was from one of those fancy magazines. It will have come to me once I've finished recording, so I'll pop it down below. And this was a oh, what's the type of knitting where you kind of knit one side and then the other? The double knitting, but isn't there a special word for it? Are you shouting at the telly to tell me what it is? Probably. You'll have to shout louder, I can't hear you. I'll remember and I'll put it below. No, there is a special word, isn't there? Anyway, so I do remember this project. Oh, do I? Oh no, I think... Okay, I think this yarn was for that project, that double knitting project from the fancy magazine that I can't remember the name of. And then I frogged it to start another project. And then I think I got so far, and it's a shawl, it was going to be a shawl, but then I think I went wrong with the pattern, or I didn't have the number of stitches, and so I needed to either go back and just go all the way back, and I never did. But this is yarn that I dyed myself, so it is a double knitting, I believe, in these two shades. So yeah, I really do like the yarn. I can't quite remember what the makeup of it is, but it is very soft, very not too drapey. I quite like a scarf that's quite stiff. So I'm going to frog this. I'm not going to carry on with it. I can't remember what it is, and whatever it was, I remember I wasn't quite getting. So yeah, I'm going to frog the yarn, frog the project, but keep the yarn. Yes, that's what I'm going to do there. Frog. So we've got a frog. I haven't got any other... Oh, a frog and throw off a cliff. So we've got a good combo of stuff going on. And then to reclaim then that project bag. Oh, there's a bit of paper there. I wonder if that's the... No, that's the needles. Okay, so obviously on a set of Knit Pro Zings. Don't know what size, but there we go. That is a project that will be frogged. Oh, there it is. Oh, look now. Fringe Supply Company. That's the company that made the bags that were all the rage back in the day. Okay, so are you still there? Next. Oh, now this is a project bag I bought from Wet Coast Wools when I was in Vancouver. Look at me, pre-COVID. Yes, so we were lucky enough to go over there for work, so I managed to do a little bit of, oh no, a little bit of sightseeing whilst I was there. So this, I've got a feeling that I started this project the beginning of lockdown, I think, because I must have come back from Vancouver. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so this was definitely a shawl. Quite a complicated shawl with lots of different parts to it. Can you see it? Some slip stitch patterning, that's what that is. And I think it was a knit along, if I remember rightly. I haven't knit along very much, have I? So that's in like a pink and a red. Again, not colours that I would particularly go for ordinarily. This I think was it looks very white in the camper. There we are. So yeah, pink, very, very baby pink with dashes of darker pink, and then this kind of cherry red. Not sure of the dyers, but I think that lighter, oh hello, that lighter pink one was part of a breast cancer awareness thing. So this red one is an Eden Cottage Yarns one, and that pink one was a Lorna Jane Makes. There we go, Lorna Jane Makes in Cotton Candy, and this one is the lovely Eden Cottage Yarns. So yeah, definite frog the project. I don't know where or how I started that one. Not really my bag anymore. Isn't it funny how our tastes and styles change? But the yarn is lovely. I've used a lot of Eden Cottage, and that is just a nice little pink. Oh, actually, I think I know somebody who might like that, because I wouldn't make anything for me in that, but I think that might be gifted to a certain somebody. It's very much their colour. Yes, so another frogged project. Look at me, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now in front of your very eyes. Oh look, and it's got a needle cozy as well. You know when you put the double pointed needles in like that and you kind of clip the bag. So it's a sock bag generally. So yes, here we go. We're going to frog this, gift one of the balls of yarn, put the needles back in my needle store so that I can keep a track of everything. Oh gosh, whatever I was doing, I was very tense at the time, very tight. I've got an evening planned here, haven't I? Just frogging these back. My gosh, my stitches are so tight. Wow. Well, it was COVID, so, you know, we were all a bit tense, weren't we? There we go. Off the needles. Fly free, my pretties. There we go. Frogged. Frogged, reclaimed project bag. Oh, my needles covered there, yes. Yeah, Zings 2.75. So, yeah, definitely a 4-ply or lace weight weight of yarn. Another pencil. Look at me. Okay, cool. So there we go. Frogged and gifted. Oops, excuse me. And there we go. Marvellous. Right, okay, what's next? This tiny little bag. John Arbon Textiles. Grand Reveal. Ah. So these are a pair of socks that I started. Can you see? Oh, come on. And the yarn is Berger de France. Berger de France Gumi 50. Get in. Berger de France Gumi 50. And this is a really lovely sock yarn. I don't know if it's supposed to be a sock yarn, but I do have quite a lot of pairs of socks in this. And I think I started this a couple of times. First of all, it was too stiff, the fabric, and then I've been doing it and it's too loose. So I don't really know what's going on there. Have I done... Did I do a section in a brown? I think I did. I think I tried to do sections in like a normal brown colour, but it just looks a bit dull and lifeless, really. In all honesty, I think I'm going to frog and throw off a cliff. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use the yarn again. I do like the yarn, and I do like it for socks, but brown and green, I don't know, that's not really me, really. So yep, come on, let's be brave and bold. I tell you, it's not good, is it? Because I'm terrible for, I'm one of those people, I don't know if you're the same, but I'm like, well, I might use it, so it might come in handy. And no doubt, in a matter of days, somebody will say, oh, you don't have any brown and green sock yarn, do you? But yeah, there we go. That is going to be throw off a cliff. Off we go. It's like a bit of a delve into the darkest recesses of my knitting history, really, isn't it? Another Hide and Hammer bag. Really like these bags. They're very handy because they can take big projects and smaller projects, because you've got a strap over the top that you can increase or decrease in size, if you can get back into it. Okay. Can't even see what's in there. Can you see what's in there? Okay. I can't see from here. Let's have a look. Okay. I'm surprised there's no moths that come out of there. So this was the knit along project I was doing with Carol and, oh my gosh, how crazy. I was only talking about it the other day. I'll put it down below. So this is it's a shawl, but you knit it in the round. And I'll put all the details down there, because I do remember, it's a really lovely knit, but I think actually, I don't think we have weather cold enough to warrant this sort of shawl. It's quite scratchy. It's hand spun, but it is quite scratchy. I think that yarn might be better used in like camper van socks or things like that, because it is, yeah, I think around the neck it would be a bit too much. So yeah, but it's an interesting concept. You knit the shawl in the round. It's a triangular shawl, but you knit it in the round, and then you steek it. You have steek stitches, and then you cut it to make it into a triangle. So a very interesting concept in terms of the way it's made, but I don't think I'll be revisiting that. But as it's my hand spun, I will frog it and save the yarn for something or other. Maybe it's better for like a blanket to go over the bed or something. Like I'm going to do that. But yeah. Yes. Okay, so I need to repurpose that. Oh, I should really put all my bits and bobs of hand spun in a bag and maybe think about doing some sort of blanket over the winter. Ha ha ha, we laugh together. Yes, so anyway, so that will be a frog, because I'm not going to just chuck that yarn away. Okay, next. This is just a random tote bag. Nothing on it. There's blues and shenanigans in there. No idea what that is. There's a notions bag, so it must be something. I think this is a project that I have started, finished, and not packed away, because I'm so bad. Yeah, there's nothing in there that's knitted. It's just bits and bobs of old stuff. No idea. Oh no, hang on. Did I make a woolly hat for Kieran? For like wild water swimming? I think I did. I think I chose some old bits of, plucked from the back here somewhere. Can't remember, but it's very very rustic. So there's only like little tiny bits and bobs of that. Or maybe I should chuck it in with my hand spun to make, you see, this is what happens. Oh look, a tiniest little bit of yarn, I may need it. But I might, so no, throw it away. throw it away. Okay, I'm not even going to donate that because it's such a scrabbly bunch of shenanigans that nobody's going to be able to do anything with that. So yes, it is gone, thrown off the cliff. I very much heard Carol in my head then saying, just get rid of it, just get rid of it. So I did. Okay, this is a little pouch. No idea, I think it was maybe an IKEA shenanigans. And then I've got a nice little Welsh Canadian and Welsh Norwegian, yeah, flags. So what's in here? Huh? Okay, so you know that that hat I was just talking about in the blues, and well, that's what I thought I had. Oh look, that's so nearly done. How can I just leave it like that? Or maybe I ran out of yarn. Maybe that's why. There's no more yarn in there. But look, it's a hat. It's a big chunky hat with a bit of a cable pattern in. And I think this was a hat that I was making for Kieran for us to be going out swimming in the cold weather. I say swimming, dunking. So look, maybe this is one I will marry. So we've got quite a few frogs, we've got quite a few chuck off a cliff, but I think I am going to marry this one. Ah, because and dear listener, I married him. So since it's for my husband, I will find a bit of yarn to try and finish that off with, and I probably made up the pattern. It doesn't look overly complicated, so yes, maybe I'll have a go at finishing that one. So yes, one that I'm going to marry, woohoo! So there we go, that can go in a different pile. There we go. What's this one? So this is a very dusty bag. I did actually have to kind of take this one outside and give it a bit of a thwack because it was so dusty. Just in a random tote bag. Have I done that? Oh, I've got two of these fully booked bags then, clearly. My week is fully booked. Okay. Oh, look. So this is a blanket. This is a blanket. And this is yarn that I dyed myself. And this is double knitting yarn. It's a crochet blanket. But I just don't think I like the colours anymore. I don't know. I don't know, it's not really vibing with me. So there's a whole bag of all the colours. Maybe the colours individually are quite nice. I don't know what I was thinking. You know when you have these ideas for these brilliant projects, and you're like, yes, this is it. I feel alive, I feel great, I'm gonna do this project. Don't even know what pattern it is. It's probably an Attic 24. But yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna pick that up again. And because it's in short little bits, I don't even think, well, it's not worth ripping back, is it? Because you'll just have tiny little bits of yarn. I suppose it could be like a little pram blanket. Do I know anybody who's pregnant? No, I don't think I do. Maybe ask around. And then I could just sew in the ends and put a bit of an edging on it. And that could be a nice little cosy pram blanket, couldn't it? That would be all right. Or a cushion cover maybe, but it doesn't really, nah. Yep, so I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to marry that one in a way. I will repurpose the project. I will choose a colour to go around the edge, sew in those ends, go around the edge, and then tuck it away for a, oh, I made this for your baby gift. Yeah, I'm at that age now where none of my friends are having babies, and I'm far too young to be a grandmother, but a couple of my friends are. Yes, all right then, I think that's what I'll do. I'll repurpose that into a baby blanket. I'll keep it in the bag and choose a yarn. So there we go, there's another marry, and then one more. Okay, oh, what is in here now? So I tend to use these for like little crochet projects. I've got one on the go that is over there, just quietly sitting on its own. I've got shorts on. This is really cold on my knees. But it's they're panettone tins, but really great for kind of those random blanket projects that you're putting loads of bits in. Whatever. Anyway, okay. Okay. So this is just a tin of project bags. Yay! Great. There we go. There is no project in there. I can feel good about that. In fact, I can put some of these project bags in that tin. There we go. I'm tidying up now. See, I'm tidying up. Put those needles back. Oh, don't forget my yarn, my needle keeper. There we go. Ta-da! So, there we are. The end of the random frog marry throw off a cliff. It's not as bad as I thought. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it is bad. You can tell me. But yes, I feel quite cleansed now. That feels quite nice. So yeah, I can repurpose those bits and bobs. I can have a nice bit of frogging in front of the TV tonight. I can repurpose those bits of yarn, put the needles back, and I will feel very smug and good about myself. Yes, so please let me know if you have projects that dwindle that you have no idea what are in the project bags, let alone know what to do with them. Just to make me feel better, you know. Yeah, so in terms of knitting, that was quite nice to kind of get a bit of a regroup around the projects. My knitting, ticking away, but been really, really busy. We have a new camper van, which we'll be doing a bit of filming in and putting out and about quite soon. But my husband is up in North Wales at the moment working, so I've gone up like halfway to kind of meet him last weekend to spend the weekend together, and we're doing that again this weekend, heading off to Ludlow, which is sort of halfway. So yeah, weekends are busy with that, to try and go and meet him, and organising the van and like where everything goes and how it works and all that stuff has been quite whew, because it's quite a new van, therefore it's got like lots of complex electrics and things that we're not used to. We're used to just kind of the very old vans that you just kind of get in and go, but these are far more complex. So yeah, so I've been getting to grips with that. Work has been quieting down, just been through all the exam boards for university, so students will have had their results today. So that's in the planning stages now for next year, but at least it's not quite so busy with marking and students being around. General bits and bobs, the weather seems to be slowly picking up after a few very wet days. But yeah, what are your plans for the summer? Let me know. So I think that's about it really. That was my confessional episode, and I will catch up with you soon with some knitting progress. Okie dokie. I hope you're well, and thank you again for your messages last time around the menopause and the different battles that everybody is having, trying to get treatment and trying to get themselves back on the straight and narrow and finding their light or their helium in their balloons. So yes, if that is you, stick on in there, keep fighting, keep pushing, and I will catch up with you very soon. Much appreciated. Take care all. Hoi de bow. Bye.